gosh, did they really change Miss Marvel's powers? What if they keep her like that? What if she never changes, like ever? Wait a minute, wasn't there that one scene where her fist did enlarge? Wait a minute, there was. Maybe Miss Marvel isn't ruined after all. Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Marvel Industries, and in today's video, I will be talking about the change on Miss Marvel's powers. Now, I'm going to be talking about whether they changed her powers or did they just add powers to her original powers. Well, let's get into that in this video right now. Now, if you watched my last video, my reaction to this Miss Marvel trailer, you can see that I wasn't happy with her power change that MCU gave her.
Shut the fuck off!
Bro, what is it?
Bro, what is he doing?
I don't know.
Oh man, you're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
But the more that I thought about it, the better it became. And I started asking myself, after watching the trailer multiple times over and over again, did they really change her powers or did they just add to her powers? Now, the reason why I'm asking this question is because as I watched the trailer more, I realized in this scene right here, you can see that her legs and her arms and her fist enlarged. So maybe she still has the ability to size into a giant, and maybe she might have the ability to still shrink, but she just has these new powers, the ability to form cosmic energy and make it into a shield or a floor that you can just walk on the air with. And now that I think about it, those powers added to her original powers might really help her in the wars she might face in this show. Now, later on in the trailer, we can see that Kamala Khan is in her attic and she appears to be looking for something, as we can see that she has a flashlight to help her look around this dark and not spacious and mysterious attic. Well, while she is looking around looking for something, she comes across these bands. Now, what are these bands and why are they just laying around? And why are they sitting in her attic? Like, just sitting there.
We are castaways.
Because these bands initially give Miss Marvel, aka Kamala Khan, her powers in this show. So why would they just be laying around in an attic just like they're nothing? Well, I think there's more to it, but I'll get into that later. For now, let's talk about what these bands are. Well, these bands can be the Nega Bands, and the Nega Bands are bands that the Kree Supreme Intelligence gave Captain Marvel. But in the comics, the Nega Bands trapped Captain Marvel in the negative zone. And also in the comics, the Fantastic Four went to the negative zone, meaning maybe if these bands are the Nega Bands, maybe, just maybe, here's a theory, maybe the Fantastic Four is trapped in the negative zone like Ant-Man was trapped in the quantum realm in Endgame and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Maybe they're trapped in the Fantastic Four is trapped in the negative zone and Miss Marvel accidentally goes to the negative zone because she has these bands and helps them escape. Shoot, the Fantastic Four might be these four figures right here. No, I'm just kidding. They're probably not. Definitely not, actually. It's definitely not. But these bands can also be the quantum bands. Now, in the comics, the quantum bands are Kazar's quantum bands. Like I said, I just said quantum bands like so many times in one sentence. Anyways, we're getting off track. Now, the quantum bands are bands that have similar powers, like energy powers that we see Kamala use for her powers, her new powers in this trailer. So maybe it could be the quantum band, but I'm kind of leaning on the Nega Bands because the Nega Bands are related to Kree, and Kree in the comics are the thing is the main thing that really gives Kamala her powers. And plus, Kree is entangled with Captain Marvel, and Kamala is obsessed with Captain Marvel. You see the signs that are going to the Negaband? I feel like these are the Negabands. But anyways, now let's talk about why these Negabands, that's what I'm going to call them from now on, are in Kamala's attic just sitting there. Now, this theory that I'm about to say is not my theory. It is a theory from New Rockstars. And according to him, these bands might be bands that are from Kree that were stolen by the Skrulls and were taken to Earth to just keep them there. And New Rockstars also said that maybe somebody in Kamala Khan's family is a Kree in disguise that put the Negabands in Kamala's attic or an attic somewhere. So yeah, that is New Rockstar's theory on these Negabands or quantum bands or whatever you want to call them. But here is a theory of mine. Here's a theory of what I might think these bands are. Now, if you've seen my reaction video that I did on this trailer, you can hear me say Terrigen Mist. Well, I said Terrigen instead of Terrigen. But I meant Terrigen Mist. And I said that because Mist has shown up so many times in this trailer. So I was kind of confused on whether it was some mist that gave Kamala the powers, or was it the band? Now, I also said in my reaction video that I thought that these bands were going to release some type of Terrigen or Kree mist that gave Miss Marvel or Kamala Khan her powers. So that way, it's not just the band itself that gave her her powers, but it's in her DNA now. It's her. So that was one theory I had, but it might not come true because Kamala is essentially a Inhuman, and the Inhuman show had a big downfall. Well, that's what everyone's saying. Me personally has not like watched the Inhuman show, and I'm not gonna watch it because of the ratings and what people are saying, how they messed up Black Bolt and stuff. So yeah, I most likely will not be watching that. But people are saying, like a lot of people are saying, the reason why they changed her powers is because the Inhumans are kind of failing, I guess you can say. So they're gonna give her a new origin on how she got her powers, instead of saying she got her powers from Kree Mist or Terrigen Mist, and now she's an Inhuman. So yeah. Now, although that was all I had on Kamala Khan and her power changing, I also want to talk about some cameos that we could possibly see in this show. Now, let's just get right into it. Now, one cameo that I would love to see, and I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of other people would love to see, is Miles Morales. Now, Miles Morales has his own movie, but it's a cartoon, and it's not in the MCU. So I think this would be a really good way to introduce him into the MCU as like a high school kid, like Kamala is. In the comics, Kamala and Miles Morales are actually on the same team, the all-new, all-different Avengers. So this would be a perfect way to introduce Miles into this and, have a Miss Marvel and Miles Morales Spider-Man team up later on in the future. Now, this cameo is highly expected by a lot of people, and this cameo is Captain Marvel. And this is a very highly expected because Miss Marvel is a big, an absolute, like, giant fan, a nerd of Captain Marvel. Like, that's her favorite Avenger. As you can see in the trailer, she has a shirt with the Wasp, Captain Marvel, and Valkyrie. So Captain Marvel in the middle, symbolizing that she's the leader and Kamala's favorite. So yeah, and also in the trailer we can see thousands upon thousands of Captain Marvel posters and pictures everywhere. And this big one that is above her bed is actually a comic book Captain Marvel cover, Captain Marvel issue 5. But yeah, that would be a really cool cameo to see, and I'm honestly, the more that I'm talking about Miss Marvel, the more excited I am getting for this show. So, my high hopes were at the rate right here in my reaction video, but now I feel like they're gonna go up here. So yeah. Now those were actually the only 2 cameos that I would want to see and that I'm kind of expecting to be in the show. But there's another character that I would like to talk about that is going to appear in the show as he was in the trailer. And that's right, you guessed it probably. It is Red Dagger. Karim and his family were originally from Badin, Pakistan. Karim's mother and Kamala Khan's maternal aunt went to secondary school together. While studying for the university entrance exams, Karim lived with Kamala's grandmother in Karachi. At night, Karim protects the people of Pakistan as the masked hero known as the Red Guardian. Karim later participated in an exchange student program, attending Coles Academic High School in Jersey City, New Jersey, while living at the Khan family residence in order to earn foreign language credits for his college applications. Now that was just a quick little history on Red Dagger, just so you can get a gist of who he is. Now, Red Dagger actually appears in the trailer fighting or sparring with Miss Marvel. Maybe they are practicing how to control Miss Marvel's powers. Or something else. It could be something completely different. That's just a theory of mine. Well, that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave this video a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you could get notified every time I post a new video. Now, I hope you all an amazing day. God bless you, and peace out, explore, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.